What's up, guys? Welcome to Making Houston Home. My name is Rene Lara. I appreciate you for being with me today. We're going to be looking at the top 10 best school districts in the Houston area. So if you're anything like me and my wife, we were back in 2018 trying to figure out where we wanted to live when we were thinking about moving to Houston. One of the first things we did was Google what are the best schools in Houston, because we have two little kids. They were only 1 and 2 at the time, but we were planning for the future. If you're watching this, you're obviously doing your research, trying to figure out that same thing, right? So we happened upon an area called Kingwood, which is where we moved to. It's in Humble ISD, which is on this top 10 list actually. But what you'll see on this list is pretty much a full 360 around Houston and these suburbs around Houston. Anywhere you can throw a dart at the map and you're gonna land in a great school district, and it's really cool to see. As I go through this, I'm gonna kind of speak to that as well. It's really cool. So what we're gonna do, just to kind of give you an idea, we're gonna go through this top 10 list. I'm not just gonna tell you what they are, but I'm also gonna pull up a map to show you exactly where these school districts are and kind of the cities that you might have heard of that are within these good school district areas. So let's go ahead, we'll jump right into it. This is gonna be the top 10 school districts right here in the Houston area. All right, here we are. So as you can see, this is according to niche.com, 2023's best school districts in the Houston area. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into it at number 10, which is Humble ISD. So as I mentioned in the intro, this is actually the school district that our kids are in. We live right here in Kingwood. So you can see right here, number 4 best school district in Harris County. Overall niche grade is an A. Going down just to kind of speak to some of these other rankings as well. Number 31 most diverse school district in Texas. Best place to teach in Texas, number 51. Districts with the best teachers in Texas, number 67. And as I mentioned, with each one of these, I'm going to pull up this map so you can see exactly where these school districts are and the cities within them. So obviously, here's downtown. Humble ISD is on the northeast side of Houston. And inside of Humble ISD, obviously you have Humble, you have Atascocita, and then one of the more renowned cities or places for its schools is right here in Kingwood, which is where we live. So you can see Old Humble, you have some C+ ratings in there. This Atascocita area, you got a lot of A. Atascocita High School, a lot of B+ areas. And then getting up into Kingwood, obviously you can see a lot of A-rated schools, very highly rated schools up here in the Kingwood area in Humble ISD. So, and this encompasses a big area. It doesn't look big on the map, but a lot of these school districts, as you'll see, like geographically cover a big area. So you do have a lot that have some highly rated schools in certain spots, some lower rated schools in certain spots, just like this right here in Humble ISD. But that was number 10. Let's go ahead and go back. We'll jump over here to number 9, and I'll just throw in number 9 and number 8 together. You got Fort Bend and Harmony Public Schools, and you can see right here, they're both in Sugar Land. So we'll start right here at Fort Bend, which is the big ISD, the big school district there. Overall niche grade, number 4 most diverse school in Texas, number 56 best school district in Texas, number 64 best school district for athletes in Texas. And then pulling up this map again, geographically covers a big footprint all right here. This is Sugar Land area, and you can see right here all A-rated schools out here on this side, a lot of B's, B+ here, and then C ratings down here in this one certain area. And then Harmony is this little pocket right here. So there's only a few schools in Harmony. I'll go ahead and pull that up real quick just so you can see it. But there's only a few schools in there. But number 2 most diverse school, 51 best school district in Texas, 314 school districts with the best teachers in Texas. Pulling up the map, you're gonna laugh because there's really almost no point in pulling this thing up, but I want to show you at least right here. So again, we had that Sugar Land, that Fort Bend area was massive. Harmony is just right here in this little pocket. There you go. So you got a few schools right there. A-rated schools, so great school district there, Harmony. Going over up north Houston, you're gonna have Conroe ISD. So Conroe, what a lot of people don't know too, especially if you're not from here, The Woodlands is actually part of Conroe ISD. So a lot of highly rated schools in the Woodlands are part of Conroe ISD. But you can see here, #1 best school district in Montgomery County. So Conroe and the Woodlands are both in Montgomery County. If you didn't know that, overall grade is an A. Going down here, best school district for athletes, 26. Best school district in Texas, 47. Most diverse school district in Texas, number 76. And then we'll pull up this map. Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, we're going to be all around Houston with this top 10 list, top highly rated schools. But as you can see up here, you have, this is the Woodlands right here. So this main area is the Woodlands, and then you got Conroe up here. So you can see up here in Conroe, good schools, highly rated schools, B pluses, some A's, 1 C plus there, B's over here. Most renowned Conroe ISD is right here in the Woodlands. As you can see, all A plus rated schools, A minus here in the Woodlands. Very, very great area, very great place for, you know, families. If you got young kids, beautiful, beautiful place right here in the Woodlands. And that's all part of Conroe ISD, which was number 7 on this list. Moving quickly through it. Before I forget, I always like to point out, you know, as I mentioned, my family and I moved here back in 2018 from Southern California. My wife and I are from LA. She grew up in the Torrance area. I grew up in Gardena. If you're familiar with that, we lived down in South Orange County for 8 years before we moved here to the Houston area, to Kingwood, as I mentioned. But if you're just like us and you're researching, you're trying to figure out where you want to go ahead and reach out to me. All my information is below. You know, I'd love to chit chat with you, tell you the pros, the cons, the goods, the bads, and I'm an open book. Being from Southern California myself, there's a lot of things that took some getting used to living out here in Texas. And quite frankly, a lot of people I talk to, once we kind of get to the nitty gritty, the details about living here, a lot of people actually decide they're just going to stay in California, and that's cool too. It's not my job to force you to come out here and tell you it's so great, or you're going to love this, you're going to love that, which there are a lot of things we love about it. But there's also a lot of things that a lot of people won't love about it and would prefer to stay where they're at. So, you know, if you're doing your research, you're thinking about it, whether you want to move now or you're just thinking about the move, or you know you're going to move in 3 months, reach out. I can help you make that decision, help you dial down an area according to your lifestyle and what you're looking for, really find the right spot for you to make Houston your home. So let's go ahead and get back into it. We're going down to number 6. This is Cypress Fairbanks ISD. So Cy-Fair, again, covers a huge footprint. Overall grade is an A. Number 2 best school district in Harris County. Going down here, number 7 most diverse school district in Texas. Number 11 best school district for athletes in Texas. Number 35 best places to teach in Texas. Going to this map, you can see right here, you're kind of on the northwest side of Houston, just north of Katy, which we're going to get to Katy ISD on this list as well. Biggest area, you got Cypress right here, and Cypress is huge itself. You got Bridgeland, has a ton of new development, Town Lake, you got Marvita down here, you got Dunham Point up here. There's a huge influx of new development, master plan communities all in this whole area of Cypress right now. So a lot of highly rated schools there. Even when you get into the more established communities around Cypress, you still have a lot of A-rated schools, B scattered everywhere. Pretty much anywhere in Cy-Fair, you're gonna land in a good school district. So really great options right there in Cy-Fair. Getting back over to the list, we're going down to number 5. Number 5 is Clear Creek ISD. So Clear Creek, I can't say that, I don't know why, I mess that up every single time. You're down on the southeast side close to the bay. So I'm gonna show you that in a second. Number 2 best school district in Galveston County. So Clear Creek is, I told you I can't say it, it is in Galveston County. Overall niche grade is an A. 42 best school district in Texas, 94 most diverse school district in Texas, 127 best place to teach in Texas. So pulling up the map, as I mentioned, here's downtown. Kind of get over here to show you that a little bit better. Southeast side, just over here on the bay. So you got like Clear Lake, League City right here is probably more known name of places in this area as League City, which is right in here. But as you can see, A and B rated schools in this entire area right here. Zoom out a little bit more, just kind of give you a better idea of where it's at. You got Galveston down here. Like I said, League City here. Pearland is right next door, which is also on this list, Pearland ISD. You can kind of get an idea of what I was talking about. You know, we had Sugarland over here, we had Cypress, we talked about Conroe, we talked about Humble. Now we're down here in Clear Creek, right? I think I said it right. Yeah, Clear Creek ISD. Going back to number 4, we'll check out number 4 right here, Pearland, just next door to Clear Creek. So number 1 best school district in Brazoria County, A+ overall niche score, 24 best school district in Texas, most diverse school district in Texas, number 37, and number 83 best school district for athletes in Texas. So doesn't cover as big of an area as a lot of these other ones we're looking at. You know, comparably speaking, like we mentioned, it's right here next to this one. So Pearland, straight shot south of downtown on the outskirts of town here. And as you can see, highly rated schools, great area, beautiful family friendly area right there in Pearland. Going up to the top 3 now, the top 3 list. Next to that, we have Friendswood. So Friendswood ISD, number 1 best school district in Galveston County. So if you remember, Clear Creek was number 2, getting beat out by number 1, Friendswood. So A+ overall score. Number 21 best school district in Texas. Number 37 district with the best teachers in Texas. And number 52 best place to teach in Texas. So as we mentioned, Clear Creek you had right here, it was League City, this whole area. We had Pearland, which was the one we just looked at before. And then here we are right here in Friendswood. So it's kind of just a little pocket right here. Great A-rated schools all throughout this whole area. So if you're looking in the Friendswood area, you really can't go wrong with schools anywhere in this area here. And then going back up to the north side. So back to the north side up in Tomball ISD. So Tomball, number 1 best school district in Harris County. So A+ overall grade, 14 best school district in all of Texas, 16 best teachers in Texas, and number 18 best place to teach in Texas. So very high rankings right there when you're speaking about the entire state of Texas. And Tomball, not a name that you hear a lot, not a city that you hear about a lot, but people from here, from a lot of parts of Houston itself, are moving out to Tomball. We're seeing a lot of new construction out in Tomball as well. And I'll kind of speak to that as I show you this map. So, you know, we had Cy-Fair right here. We had Conroe ISD up here with Conroe and the Woodlands. And then Tomball right here, all highly rated, A-rated schools throughout this whole area. And what we're seeing as these other places, bigger cities, are kind of just getting more and more built out, like the Woodlands, Conroe, Cypress. Now this whole Tomball area, Magnolia area, we're starting to see a lot of development right here as well, which is bringing more people and great because there are great schools. So really highly sought after location right here in Tomball. That was number 2 on the list, and number 1 on the list, and I feel like it's been number 1 for a long time. People always talk about Katy ISD. So Katy ISD, number 1 best school district in the Houston area. A+ overall rating right here on niche.com. Number 12 best school district in Texas. Number 16 best school district for athletes in Texas. And number 20 most diverse school district in Texas. Going to the map, most people know where Katy is, pretty much straight west of Houston, right here along I-10. But as you can see, anywhere you go in this Katy ISD, you're gonna have great schools. If it's not A+ rated, you're looking at A's, B+, B+. Beautiful area, great school district. That's why it's number 1 on this list. But to zoom out and kind of speak to what I was talking about at the beginning of this, right? You had, zoom out a little bit more. So right here you had Katy, we had Sugarland, we had Pearland, Friendswood, not Cross Creek, that's a new development in Clear Creek. You had ISD, Humble ISD up here by Kingwood, Humble, Conroe up here in the Woodlands, Tomball. Like I said, this entire 360 around Houston, pretty much anywhere you land, you're gonna be in a great school district. You can, like I said, you can throw a dart at this map and hit a good spot. So if you're looking for good schools, you're thinking about making the move out here to Houston, you're watching this, you're doing your research, just know any one of these top 10 school districts, you're going to have a little city or a little town in there that you're going to love, that you can make your next home. And really, aside from the schools, the biggest thing is your lifestyle, right? Each one of these places has a different type of vibe, a different type of lifestyle, and everybody's preference is different. So if you want to reach out, I can help you work through that. I've been here since 2018 and I work all around Houston. I have friends all around Houston. I used to be in the oil industry when I first moved out here. So I was pretty much all over the place. So know a lot of people, learned a lot about a lot of these places. And then obviously doing these videos and recording and all this stuff, I get it, I'm out a lot. So if you have questions about any one of these areas, or what I usually do when I talk to people is try to get a feel for what they like to do, what they don't like to do, things they like. Do you mind traffic? Do you not mind traffic? Do you want to commute to work? There's a ton of questions that people can go over with me, and I love to help out, love to answer and help you nail down a place that you feel like you can make your home right here in the Houston area. So that's it. That was the top 10 school districts right here in the Houston area, according to niche.com for 2023. I appreciate you. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one.